Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to Journal Tuesday number 25. And I apologize that I haven't been doing my videos regularly like I normally do, but I'm hoping and that this week and moving forward that I will get more consistent with my videos and stuff. So thank you for hanging in there with me and still supporting my channel. What I am doing today is I am making a journal cover. I've already had made one similar to the process that I'm going to make today, which is this one here. And when I open it up, this is the front, this is the back, and this is the way it looks on the inside. And I did add the corner tabs here to protect the corners. And I did, as you can see, I did do some sewing on here. And so that's what I'm doing here. And I've already cut out my fabric. I've got my Amazon bubbled package here. And what I did was that I used some of my glue stick. And this isn't the best glue stick to use to have permanent bond, because it is repositionable, but I like using it just to help hold things in place, especially if I'm going to be doing some sewing. So now what I need to do is decide on how I'm going to how I'm going to treat my corners here. So I do want to have it to where it overlaps to make sure the corner is there. But the thing is, though, I don't want this extra bulk. So I'm just trying to kind of gauge about how much I'm wanting to cut off. So basically I'm just doing that so I have kind of a guide as far as where my corner is. I don't know if you can see that, but with this material, since it's a little bit thicker material, you could see the crease there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I am going to go into, not all the way to the corner, but just to about right there. But I'm going to angle my cut. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. because then that way when I fold it and then fold this over, I get a nice clean edge, and I'm not too concerned about exactly how the the end here looks, because I am putting those corner tabs, but I can kind of trim it up a little bit if I feel that I need to. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight or anything, just as long as you have that kind of a V shape there, because in that way when you fold them over, they overlap, so you've got a nice clean corner. And actually, this one I can come in just a little bit more. Now these corner pieces, I'm not going to throw those away, because I can use those in another project. Okay, I think I'm going to trim this side up just a little bit. Okay, there we go. I don't want to trim anymore, otherwise I'll have a gap there. So I'm going to do that with the other 3 corners. And actually, I think I'm going to grab my bone folder, and that'll help me make a little bit more crisper mark. Basically, it's kind of like if you're ironing the fabric. And I'm not too concerned about the fraying, because I'm going to be using construction paper for the inside. Okay, I got that one pretty good, but I need to get this one a little bit more sharper. There we go. Okay, flip it over, and perfect. So now we do this end. And when I get ready to do my sewing, I will pause the video, go over to where I have my sewing machine set up, do the sewing, and then I'll come back. So you just get these corners done. perfect. I could have not cut so much off of that end, but like I said, that's no big deal because I'll have the corner piece there. So now to do this side. And if you don't have a bone folder, you can always use the handle of your scissors. Okay. 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 So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue stick, and basically it's just going to be basically just holding the fabric in place so that I can sew it. If I wasn't going to sew it, I would be using my fabric tack. Or my glue stick that is not repositionable. You know what? Let me bring the camera. There we go. And now I'm just gonna fold that over and see. Now it's down, and it'll just make it a lot easier for when I go to the sewing machine to sew. And I think I'm getting low on this glue stick. Okay, now for this end. So, this is how it looks on the outside. So now what I'm going to do, before I sew, I am going to get me some black cardstock. Because of the color of the material. And see, and when I put it down, it'll hide the edges. But see, what I need to do is figure out, okay, so it is just over 6.5 inches in width. So, yeah. So what I need to do is cut these down. I'm going to cut them down to 6 inches. So that's for one half. And that's for the other half. And then I'll decide what I'm going to do down the middle. So that'll go down there. And this one will go down there. And then I'll put a piece, probably a piece I do have the strip of fabric that I cut off the ends, and see, and I can put that down right there. So I just need to cut this. Let's see if it, no, this fabric won't tear. So let's see. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put some glue here on the material and on the bag, just to hold the paper in place. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and also use my clips too to also help hold it. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And try to get them lined up. Okay. Put a clip there. And a clip down here. Okay. And then this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause, take this to my sewing machine, sew it, and I will be right back. Okay. So I started down here, went all the way around, and then I came back and sewed here in the middle. That way, this And what I might do, I'm not sure. I might glue that down, or I might leave it. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on the type of journal I make using this cover. So the next thing I'm gonna do with this cover is I'm going to, probably won't see that because of the corner. Let's see. What did I do with my corner tabs? Guess I should have had those out. But I thought I had some right here. No, I have a package of them. Yeah, I'm still in the process of organizing my stuff. In here and trying to decide where I'm wanting things. So it's still a work in progress. Ah, here they are. Okay. So in this package, there are 3 different colors. So I'm gonna slow down my ceiling fan a bit now that I'm kind of cooled off. So we can take a look and see which one I think will look best for this cover. So there's that color. And then I have this one here, which I'm thinking that one's probably going to be the one that I go with. And then there's this one, which is the one that I used on the other cover. And actually, I think I'm going to go with this one because it doesn't outdo the pattern on the cover. So, the way these are applied is that I'm going to take some of my fabric tack, oh come on, I think what I need to do is warm up my bottle, because I think that's part of it. It's cold. Okay. And then just push it down, and then I'm going to use my finger and just kind of push those down. And now I'm going to use my pliers to finish squeezing them down. And then that's how it looks. So I'm going to do that with the other three. And then press it down. Use my thumb, push up. Yeah. Have to be kind of careful, because since this is a soft cover, I mean, you don't want to distort your cover or the corners of your cover by pushing it in. Okay. And you just want to squeeze it enough that it's good and secure, and of course the glue will help hold it. Ah, some of my stitching got off. I think instead of using the running stitch, I think I'm gonna switch over and use and I need to lengthen my stitches as well, and I think I'm gonna go to a zigzag stitch. There we go. Now it's starting to That's what I do sometimes in our things, especially with the soft cover. So I don't actually smoosh in the sides and misshapen the journal. And if I have a little bit of fabric kind of poking out, and if I'm able to, then I'll just go ahead and kind of trim off. Otherwise, I'll just use some glue to kind of glue it down so it's not poking out. Okay, now time for the last one. Now this one, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit pre-trimming here, because when I was sewing, it got kind of off kilter a little bit, but that's okay, because you won't really see that and everything once it's done. Yeah. I just like to have enough here just so that it makes contact with the cover. If you have some oozing out, I mean, you might need to kind of back off a little bit. Okay, I'll put it into position. Okay. Okay. See, I got a little too much on that one, but that's okay because I can just wipe it off. And there you go. Now with this one, because of the pattern on the material, everything, you can have it either way, but I think I'm gonna have this as the front. I got a little bit too much on this one. It's oozing out from underneath. So I'll just take one of my baby wipes and just kind of wipe over that, just to kind of clean up. And I've got one of the threads, which is no big deal. There we go. So There we go. Okay. There we go. So, now I have 2 journal covers ready to go. So I have that one, and I have this one, and this one is just a little bit smaller, but that's perfectly fine with me. I've already made my little template for so I know where my holes will go to for the signature. And so I just use one of my clips and just clip it on here so that way I know that template is for this one. Now here for this one, let me see here. Now this one might work for this one as well. So I can use this template for both. And actually there is room in this one that I can put 2 signatures in it, but with this one it'll only be 1. So what I can do for this one is go ahead and use this template, and what I can do is, let's see here, let me cut this one down. So this is not quite, it's about an inch, quarter, is just over 1 3/8. Yeah. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the word top. On there, so that way I know that that's the top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, okay, so I'm going to line these up the bottom. And then make a mark there. Okay. So now with this ruler has a 0 right there. So what I'm going to do is to find out where the middle is on this. And then I'm going to place it so that there is an equal distance from where the 0 is to the edge. Okay, so right there is center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure that out again. 1, 2. Okay, so right there's the center. So I'm going to right there and right there. That way that or there. Okay. 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 And I'm gonna line those up. Okay. So now where these lines meet up, cross, that's where my holes are gonna go. At those intersections. So like here, be a hole right there, hole right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there. There. So that's where my holes will go. Okay, this one gets put back with this one. And then this one. And see, and then this bottom edge will get lined up with the stitching here. And then that's where my holes will go for my signatures. So this is will be the template for this one. And when the signatures are in, then see, you'll have a spine like that. See? So now I have 2 covers done and ready to go for when I'm ready to do another journal. And so that way I'm one step ahead of the game with regards to journals. And I haven't quite decided what the theme is going to be for my next journal, but we'll see. And what it will be, and then and we'll see if one of these two will fit that theme. So that is it for this video. Thank you for joining me, I know this video is not a full hour video, but I think you guys got to see the main process on how I made this one and everything, how I made this one doing this one. So, so I will be making more journals. I'm planning on, I have 2 journals that are done, completed. I'm thinking of on my website, adding those to my website, and some other things that I've made, that are available for sale. So, the link to my website is down in the description box below, and is also on my about section on my channel, and yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get back into my regular recording routine schedule, and and again, thank you for being here for me, with me, supporting me through this journey. I'm planning on getting into and doing more mixed media type projects, videos, and stuff like that. So, thanks everybody. Stay safe. God bless. Love one another, but most importantly, love yourselves. Bye-bye.